Hey, what's up guys? Just wanted to come in today and show you something I just picked up. I won it in an online auction, but it wasn't through like an eBay auction. It was through Landry Pop auctions. I came across them through watching the Pixel Game Squad, and they mentioned they had a video game auction coming up with a bunch of graded sealed games and complete in box games, and there was one game in particular that's missing from my collection for the Super Nintendo. And when I saw it, I knew I had to get it. I had a price range I was kind of shooting for, and I ended up getting it for $100 less than what I was, my max dollar amount I was willing to pay. If you can tell by the background there, I pulled out all my Super Nintendo games made by Enix. There's one missing, and that would be E.V.O, The Search for Eden. You can see it's a 9.0, box graded a 9.2, cart 9.4, manual 8.0. It says 100% CIB on there as well, but the biggest thing is on the back here. It has the insert reply card 9.9. Now, I don't keep anything graded in my collection, so my plan today is to open this. I've opened a couple games in the past, not through CGC, but through WATA. You can see here I saved the cases. There's a Sword of Hope 2 complete in box for the Game Boy. I have a Roland's Curse 2 9.0 for the Game Boy. And then I have a first print Disney's DuckTales 2 9.2 complete in box for Game Boy. All of these I have just cut the bottom and was able to take the game out. So my plan right now is to go ahead and break this open, and then we'll go ahead and look at the insides together for the first time. So be right back in just a minute. Okay, we are back. The bottom cut pretty good, so that's the bottom piece right there. You can see I cut it along the bottom right there. Now it was hard to get this out from the bottom here, so I applied a little force right there, and I actually ended up just tearing the whole top in half. So, but the game came out clean, unscathed. What they do is they put it in this little, it's like a plastic tray that they set it in. So we'll take that out of the plastic tray there. Now, I don't know if this is going to upset some people, but opening up a graded game is already probably upsetting some, but I'm also going to remove the outside plastic to the game. I understand some people like to keep that. You can see the seam on it, seam there. I like to remove it, and that's just my own personal preference. If this upsets you, I'm sorry. This is going to stay in my collection, so this is going to stay with me here. So go ahead and just take that right off. Okay. And this is E.V.O, Search for Eden. Time has come. Incredible 12 megs. An action-packed prehistoric adventure game spread out over 4.6 billion years. So obviously I've not opened this yet, so I'm going to look at the contents for the first time together. Some people call it E.V.O, some call it E.V.O. I've seen it called both. The shape is incredible. I'm not seeing any types of, like, sometimes with the Super Nintendo box you'll see maybe a mark from when they opened it at the store, but I'm not really seeing anything at all. That was just a little piece of plastic left over. You can see this box is in incredible condition. Very nice square shape. No fading. You see a lot of fading with this game. So let's go ahead and open it. You can see the code for the game, SNS 46 USA. I find it funny that the code is 46 because the game talks about being over 4.6 billion years. Go ahead and take out the contents. Nothing left inside. I'll go ahead and set the box down for a minute. First thing we'll look at, it comes with the Consumer Information Precautions booklet. Pretty standard with most games. I'm going to have to check to make sure that it's the right one that goes with the game. There are certain versions that go with the game. Here's your manual. No, I've looked at pictures before of the manual. I've never actually seen it in person. It's not your standard Super Nintendo manual. Super Nintendo manual is a little bigger than this. But the thing about this is it folds out. And a lot of these games came with a poster. So this manual is actually the poster and the manual all in one. So you can see here it goes through some of the chapters, some of the enemies. And I've never played this game either, so I'm actually excited to play through it for the first time. You have your bosses down there, a little bit of warranty information. There's your code down there, SNS 46 USA, so you know it matches. Let's look at the other side real quick. While we got it open. So the other side is like your normal manual, so it kind of gives you an introduction to the game, controls, about some of the screens in the game, and how you pretty much play the game. Saving it, loading it. So that's the manual. It said this manual got an 8.0, but it looks like it's in pretty decent shape from what I can tell. Yeah, so I'm not sure why they gave this an 8.0, but I mean, to me, it's not really that creased. Maybe it has like a scuff here or there. There's a little mark there. But overall, it's pretty good. Probably the hardest piece to find, and that's with any of these Super Nintendo games made by either Enix or Square, is the impressions card, or for Square it would be just the registration. But for Enix, they came with a impressions card, and what they wanted you to do back in the day is send it in. And you see there it says, have you ever heard of Enix America before? The store where you purchased. How did you hear about it? Similar games for your favorite magazine. And how long did it take you to complete the game? And then they want you to rate it. Graphics, music, storyline, playability, and then the overall game. And any comments. And you would just drop this in the mail. You would just put a little stamp up there. Send that right in. So thankfully this person did not do that. So now this is making the game more complete. The game does come with the plastic baggie on it. I always like to see that. Nice tray. It's got the official dust cover to it. Let's check out the condition of the label. That label looks very nice. Top part, also very nice. Flip it around here. Yeah, really good. I don't notice any discoloration in the plastic. This is a very, very well taken care of copy of E.V.O here. So yeah, this is a incredible addition to the collection today. So go ahead and bag this back up. There's the game. Here's the manual, impressions card, precaution booklet. Go ahead and stack those nicely together. And neatly put them back inside. Okay. And that is E.V.O, The Search for Eden, a complete in-box copy. So then this completes having every Enix game that came out in North America for the Super Nintendo. I know there's more, but I'm just counting for North America. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you enjoyed looking at one of the more rare Super Nintendo games today. This is definitely up there with one of my most rare games, probably next to Mega Man X3, Chrono Trigger, Kirby's Dream Land 3. So I'm definitely excited to add this to the collection today. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.